Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Nabila's Berry Reiki. I am a small business owner, and I share content on lifestyle, business tips, and health, wellness, everything in between. So if you're interested in any of this, make sure to subscribe to my channel and welcome. So on today's video, I'm going to be sharing some small business tips, how to start up your small business from scratch. I mean from the groundwork, from scratch. Starting off a small business, you want to start with something that is in demand. I'm not saying you can't start off with other aspects of business, you can't do other things in business, but your business has to be something that is in demand, because if you're starting off small business, I believe you're here for the money, right? You want to make some money, you want to have extra money, not just a passion project. So you want to start with something that is demand. It can be food, it can be clothes, it can be accessories, it can be perfume products, anything that is in demand that you know, like, okay, yeah, people need it daily, people need to use it daily, then go for it. That's the best. So then the next step is to do your groundworks. So after determining the business you think is in demand, then you want to do research on that. You want to make sure you do well in researching whether that business is actually in demand, doing the groundworks, knowing the capital that you need for the business, the return of the business, and every other thing. Do market survey basically, and so if you've determined that, okay, this is the business and I want to go ahead with the business, then you move on ahead to name your business. So you don't want to name your business any generic name. Whatever it is you think is in demand, still, you don't want to name your product, you don't want to make your business name a generic name. You want to make it very unique, something that immediately people hear, they'll remember you. You don't want to make the name basic, trust me. So you want to give a name that people immediately they hear it, they remember you. So try and be very unique in naming your business. The next thing is to determine your brand color, because the brand color gives off part of the message of the business. So make sure you go with the colors that align with your business. So after determining that, then you now go on to design your logo. When you're designing your logo, you want to look for a graphic designer, or you can actually do that yourself on Canva if you're confident with your type of design and you're sure like you're creative in that aspect. So after your brand color, your logo design, which can be done by you yourself or by a graphic designer, you've determined your color as well. So you want to use your brand color in all the things associating with your business. Like if it's logo, you want the colors to reflect, the packaging, you want the colors to reflect, and every other thing. So then next, you will now go ahead to start your business, right? You want to launch that business, because after doing the product, the groundwork, I believe, and you have the capital to sustain that business, I believe then you now have your products, right? So you want to now start marketing those products. So first off, if it's an online business, you would want to go ahead and open a page. And when you open a page, you don't just open the page and ghost the page. No, you have to be giving them updates on your business, right? Now, let's say you open this page today. I don't know anything about you. I'm not just gonna follow you today. I have to know some things about you for me to feel like, oh, I'm actually interested. I want to follow this guy. I want to see what comes out of this business. So you want to be giving them behind the scenes, the production aspect of your business and everything, to keep people engaged, so they wait and see the final product and finally probably buy from you. So after doing that, then you would want to, if it's an offline business, you'd want to print out your business logos. You want to start talking about the business, sharing some things about the business, giving people samples and whatnot, going to places that the business is in demand, like just promote your business if it's an offline business. And then for your business, again, you don't want to, for whichever business you choose, make sure it's a business you can afford to maintain in the long run, basically. So whichever business it is, make sure you have the capital to sustain it, or you have someone that is willing to invest. So if you have enough savings, and you can start off your business from your savings, then go ahead. But if the capital is above you and you need someone to invest, look for investors and people that are willing to, but you don't want to make it too expensive. You don't want your business to be a burden. because as you're starting off business, you don't know whether your business is going to skyrocket or it's going to move slowly. So you don't want to overspend on the business and then eventually become demotivated. So it has just spend enough, but don't overspend on the business, because remember, it's actually, even you're just starting it out, so it's a trial. Unless you're proven otherwise, that business is a trial, and the proven otherwise is when the business skyrockets. But before then, it's just a trial. Remember to not overspend on your business. And that's it for today's video. If you guys enjoyed this video, like, share and subscribe. Thanks for watching. Bye.